What's up, you guys? I want to make sure that the sound is good. How y'all doing? We are back with another video. Make sure y'all comment and subscribe to the show. I want to give a special shout out to all the producers. We are live. Shout out to everybody out there. Okay. Yes, we are live. Yes. Make sure y'all comment and subscribe. Woo! Okay, y'all. Okay, shout out to all the producers out there. We have a full show today. Woo, today have just been something. Let me just tell y'all something. I took this COVID shot and it felt like somebody punched me in my arm that, you know what I'm saying, that I was up there lifting like heavy weights. It like really felt like I've been out there lifting heavy weights. And have anybody felt like that took the Moderna shot? Because in my right arm, it like somebody like, punched me right there in my arm. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Then I took the shot. That do kind of make me sleepy and everything like that, but I definitely took me a good sleep yesterday. Turned my phone off. I blocked a couple of people that was on there that was being disrespectful. I said, hold up, let me block you. Being a little bit too much disrespectful. So I went on a whole blocking spree yesterday, just blocking everybody that was on there. Just blocking them. Okay? I was like, hold up. Let me get this block button together. Because one lady called, was DMing me some crazy stuff. And I definitely had to block her. I said, hold up. You about to get blocked. Too much. Hold up. You all right. So I'm like, ain't nowhere in the world that I'm going to go with that. So, let me first say this. The weather in Dallas, when I tell you, it have been like super cold. And then tomorrow, I think it's supposed to pick back up in the weather. But I'm like, it's been cold. But I said, hey, I'm still going to go to the gym. Still going to get this workout. Because I don't want people calling me plus size. I don't want that. I don't want nobody calling me plus size and everything like that. Not at all. You're not going to call me plus size. So I'm hitting the gym and I'm hitting it hard. Okay? I don't have no trainer. So everything that I have right now is just me. Just right now, I'm just hitting it, and just working out on the treadmill, lifting some weight, working on my diet, drinking plenty water. Let me drink some water right now. Drinking plenty water and stuff like that. So, let us first get with our first topic of the day. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk because they posted a story of a 27-year-old man arrested for fatally punching a 77-year-old customer who called him the N-word. And I want to tell you, it happened in a restaurant. I don't know if it was at Burger King. I didn't catch that. But it was in a restaurant. He came up to the guy, and the guy called him the N-word. And he said, don't call me that again. He called him the N-word again. And the guy was just boom, punched him, and he hit the ground. He fractured himself, hit his head, fractured his bone. So this guy is literally going to be charged, I think, with battery. Let me see. Let me see what he going to be charged with, because he was sitting there and he hit the man multiple times, and the man fell down, and he broke some fractures. He broke and fractured, I think, his hip or his head. His name is Corey, was working at Dunkin' Donuts. The employee was a 77-year-old man, called in a racial slur. Corey said the old man was extremely rude. When Corey asked him about the slur, the elderly man repeated it. Corey then punched the old man, causing him to fall and hit the back of his head, which caused a skull fracture and brain contusions. The old man reportedly passed away 3 days later, and Corey was unfortunately arrested on Tuesday without bail on an aggressive manslaughter of a person over 65, charge that can carry a maximum sentence of 30 years behind bars. So you got to be careful. I work in places where I do be called the N-word. You cannot put your hands on people because that's just a word. Even though that word and that history of that word from a white person, we all know it from Jim Crow all the way up to today. We know the history of it. But still, you cannot go around punching somebody because they called you the N-word. Even though it may hurt your feelings. It may make you feel some type of way. But calling somebody, allowing somebody to say that to you and you punch them, they're going to press charges. Now, this is very unfortunate. The old man passed away 3 years later. The old man was a senior citizen. innocent. So this is really sad. Do I think he deserved, the 27-year-old deserved to go to jail? Absolutely. Do I think he deserved the full 30 years? Absolutely, because a life was lost, and it didn't have to be. All the guy had to do in Dunkin' Donuts be like, okay, sir, please leave my restaurant. If you don't leave my restaurant, I'm going to call the cops. If you don't leave, I'm going to call the cops. So that's what he should have did. He should have did what these Karens be doing, calling the cops. But unfortunately, he took the law in his own hands, and he have to suffer the consequences. And he's 27 years old and possibly won't get out until he by almost close to 60 years old. He probably won't get out until or probably 57. What was I, 57 years old? No. Hold up. No, 77. Let me see. Okay. Hold up. No, 77. Yeah, you'll be getting out about 77, the same age that the man that he punched and hit to the ground and and then the guy is no longer living. Yeah, it is. So, and he died. And he could definitely catch 30 years. So he called you the N-word. It's just a word. Even though, because we as black folk, we use the N-word. But I don't like it. And I tell wife all the time, I said, this ain't the time that you calling folks the N-word. My generation, we fight back. We don't allow people to call us the N-word. My generation, I don't do it because I understand that it's just a word. I'm not going to allow nobody to take me out of character. I'm going to be the bigger person, and I'm going to just walk away. Now, if you put your hands on me, that's when we have to go back and forth. Right? But if you're just calling me a word, I'm not going to sit here and say. It was another case that was going on when they was selling the Popeye chicken sandwiches, right? So a lady came in there and she called this man the N-word. So the guy from Popeyes actually went out to the place and body slammed the woman, and she fractured her body, and I think he was arrested. Okay? All right. Oh, 57 years? Okay, he'll be 57 when he get out, if he served 30 years in prison. If he served 30 years in prison. I'm sorry. That'd be 57. I'm so sorry. That'll be 57. 30 plus 27. That'll be 57. Okay. All right. Thank you so very much. He'll be 57. That is a long time to say, and you wasting all your life. And I know he regret that now. And he's not. I don't even think it was bail. Let me see. Wait a minute. I'll just see. Wait a minute. What was his bail? Now the person was a customer. Let me see. Did they give him bail? Let me see. Did they give him bail? No, they didn't give. I don't think he don't have bail. So it's really sad. Okay. Shout out to him. All right. Let me say this. Where's Porsha? Do we have Porsha on here? Because I know I posted her picture on here. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we have her. All right, let me put Porsha on here. Okay. So Porsha, y'all already know yesterday we talked about how she slept with her ex-friend, husband, Simon, and everybody in the media was talking about it. Some people said they don't feel bad because she's getting the bag, but Simon apparently been dealing with another chick. Okay, this chick been posting pictures in the car that he have and the jacket that he have, really posting pictures, and she looked like she was white. So people was like, look at you, Porsha. Your man is already cheating on you. And here you are, kind of defending him and want to get engaged and want to get married with a man that's already cheating on you with somebody else. And the lady that, the side chick, she got mad. So she started to post information to show the world that not only did she was dealing with him for a couple of days ago, that she was showing proof in the car, showing the jacket, showing the same car he got, showing his place where he reside at. And I want to tell you this. It's going to always be that way. That guy looked like he's going to cheat. He's going to have multiple mistresses because he's African. And, majority of African males believe that they can have more than one wife. They mean they can have more than one partner. So that is in their culture. It's a lot of people in Africa, a lot of particularly men, feel that they can have multiple wives. And it's very normal to see you with 3, 4, 5 wives. So Porsha's just going to have, like I said yesterday, she's going to have to share this man with the women. Now, even though it's a lot of them, it's a lot of women out here that he got to share. It's a lot. He's going to have to sit here and just go on and cheat on. And Porsha don't care. Because the guy on the track, got a big old belly. I saw his belly. I'm like, he need to work out, but he got the money. And he don't even look like he's worth millions of dollars because he ain't out here rocking like no Gucci or no, you know what I'm saying, Bugattis. And, he not rocking like expensive clothes. But, he's going to cheat on Porsha. And Porsha, I think she knows this. But she's just all right to have that financial security. Yes, she will have another baby by him so she can be financially secured. And also, she's going to make sure that he keep on providing for her. And that's all she care about. She don't care that she got to share him. She probably already knows she got to share him. But she want the bag. That's the key. That's the key. I want the bag. That is the key. That's all that matters. She don't give a darn about who he sleep with next and who did this. As long as she get the bag, she all for it. And that's on period. Long as she get that bag, and he up there making sure she get her nails, her hair, bags, jewelry, a new place, new cars. She's all good with that. BMWs or whatever. $45 million is how much that man is worth. So yes, being that rich and you a man and you African, you ain't gonna be faithful. Cause he's even gonna do it even worse. All that man, so come on. Like, he ain't gonna sit here and be faithful like y'all want him to be faithful. It's just not gonna happen. He's just gonna have to share. And you know what, Porsha? Get your bag, sis. Now, she posted some on her Instagram, yesterday. I think it was yesterday day before yesterday. Let me see if it's still up on here because she took it off of it. She didn't allow nobody to comment. Let me see if I can find it. She wrote a long, lengthy post. She said, our relationship began a month ago. Yes, we are crazy in love. Right then and there, they only been together for a month. So why are you rushing? In 30 days, you ready to give this man a baby? You ready to give this man allow this man to put a ring on you? She said this, I know it's fast, but we are living life each day to its fullest. I choose happiness every morning and every night. Tuning out all the negative energy and only focus on positive wishes. He makes me so happy. And to me, that is what matters most. For all of you that need facts, I got the optics. But Simon filed for a divorce from a previous marriage in January. So he just got divorced. They've been together for a month. Wow. I had nothing to do with their divorce filing between the two of them. Filing and I are not friends. Simon's divorce has been settled. Our relationship is a positive, loving step forward in everybody's lives. Simon and Dennis are committed to be respectful and supportive of my happiness in this situation, as well as being the best co-parents they can be to baby PJ. Two black men stepping up and being amazing people. Let's praise them. It's truly a beautiful moment in my life. We cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. So you hear all of that, and they only been together for a bag. He got to have a bag, and he probably got a good big ping too. That's like icing on the cake. African with a big ping and money in the bank. Oh, that's good. He got her. I ain't even mad at her. It was some people, they were so mad. They were still talking about it on the radio today. I'm like, ain't nothing to be mad about. If you had her looks, and because Porsha is very beautiful, if you around these powerful people, around these people that got money in the bank, they have a different type of status of a man, you could pull a man like that. But if you in the projects and you in low income area, you know what I'm saying? You don't have your hair up to par. You don't have the looks up to par. You really don't have Instagram. You really, you know what I'm saying? You work in the cafeteria or you mopping floors. You're not going to run into a man like Simon, because they don't exist in the projects. They don't exist in low income area. They don't exist where poverty resides. You have to go where the money is at, and that's just how you do it, okay? So I think that with Porsha and him, they're not going to be together forever. He's going to dump her, and eventually they're going to get a white lady. He's going to dump her and get a white lady, because the woman that he's cheated with, I think she white. So it's going to be a matter of time before Becky with the good hair get the bag. I'm going to just say right there, it's just going to be a matter of time before Becky with the good hair get the bag. It's going to eventually happen. And Porsha's going to be okay, because she's going to make sure that she get what she's going to get for this relationship. You better make sure you put money in the bank. You better make sure you have all that when you're doing it, okay? Woo! I ain't mad at you, Porsha. I still love you. Okay, I want to go to the next topic right here. And I know we're moving through these topics really fast, but I want to get to this gym because I really am excited to get back into the gym again. I love going to the gym, and I need to see if I can get me a trainer because I really want to, you know what I'm saying, get into this gym. Okay, now let's talk about, what else are we going to talk about? Joe Budden podcast. Joe Budden podcast. He is in the is trending right now because Joe Budden fired Corey. Oh no, he fired Rory. And he was like, "Listen, Rory, every advertiser I bring to the table, that's because of the work that I did." And I guess Rory and Corey, they was up there sending their reputation, want more money. And Joe Budden was like, "Listen, this is how this business are run. I'm bringing something to the table, and this is a contract. And here y'all is 6 years later, y'all want to bring representation, bringing managers and all this." And he was just really just going off. But I want to play a clip or when Charlamagne the God was on the Joe Budden podcast, and this is what he said on there, if y'all will be able to hear it. Give me a sec. He was on the Joe Budden podcast, and I went and posted it on my Instagram so you all can see it. Let's see if we can pull it up. Okay, I don't know where's that. Okay, hold up one sec. I wanted to let y'all see it so I can play it. So this is what he said about the situation years ago. And it came true that he said, y'all, he really don't need you. I'm going to play it so y'all can see it. Hold up. I don't see it on here. Hold on one second. Okay, I can't play it. But I played it on Instagram. And I allowed the people to hear it. Let me see if I can play it on my Instagram because I wanted to pull the video up. But I can't pull it up. So let's see. Okay, it ain't gonna play it. So let me play it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Wiley Show.
This guy's volunteering more of his fucking thoughts.
I thought y'all was a group. I thought y'all was a group.
Your little academic tactic won't work here.
But I'm just saying, like, imagine if Destiny's Child came back together. It can't be called the Beyonce album.
He's trying to divide and conquer the same way he did by getting Ack on his podcast.
We're gonna talk. I can't wait to talk about all of it. I can't wait to talk about all of it.
Well, I'd like to know, and I think I also speak for Mole. Why are we salty?
Why are y'all salty?
If I remember correctly, on the last,
well,
you had brought up some tweets, some things I said on the podcast. Apparently, I am salty at DJ Academics.
You got a little hate towards academics.
You might be right,
Rory.
Why?
Oh, hold on one sec. I think it's playing like twice. Give me 1 second, you guys. I played it like twice. What in the world's going on? All right, hold on 1 second. All right, so that was it. I'm gonna make sure I play it for it could be sounding right. So give me a second. So I played it. I played a little clip. So what he was saying that, oh, he really don't need it. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I tried to upload the video and play it at the same time. So give me a second. I'm gonna play it again so y'all can hear it. Hold up 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Okay, let me play it again. Okay, give me a second. All right.
But this guy's volunteering more of his fucking thoughts.
I thought y'all was a group. I thought y'all was a group.
Your little academic tactic won't work here.
But I'm just saying, like, imagine if Destiny's Child came back together. It can't be called the Beyonce album.
He's trying to divide and conquer the same way he did by getting Ack on his podcast.
We're gonna talk. I can't wait to talk about all of it. I can't wait to talk about all of it.
Well, I'd like to know, and I think I also speak for Mole. Why are we salty?
Why are y'all salty?
If I remember correctly, on the last, you had brought up some tweets, some things I said on the podcast. Apparently, I am salty at DJ Academics.
You got a little hate towards academics.
You might be right,
Rory.
Why?
Because I think you know that he's going to take your spot eventually.
Oh, did y'all hear that?
Why?
Because I think you know that he's going to take your spot eventually. Joe's got to do his best for his brand.
Wait, you think
Joe's got to do his best for his brand? And I'm going to tell you, oh my God. This is just my assessment, right?
I love this.
I don't know how close you and Joe are. To me, it seems like Joe and Mal have been knowing each other for a long time. I feel like Joe is loyal to his friends.
Okay, so
the guys he meets through the industry, y'all kind of disposable.
John, we industry friends?
I don't know. That's how I see it.
I'm just in awe of this guy's good.
Am I wrong?
He is.
Nigga, yeah.
Yo, Rory's like your friend?
Yeah, Rory's my friend.
Okay. So I hope Joe Budden doesn't fuck it up the way he fucks up a lot of things.
I fuck man
that he's involved in.
Joe
That's
definitely.
True. I agree. That's true. That's that part I agree.
I'm like, yo, I'm actually rooting. I'm like, yo, Joe, don't self-destruct this time.
What do you think we saying behind the scenes?
Okay. So what's the problem?
Okay, so apparently, this is what happened. He fired Rory, and I don't know if he fired Corey. I don't have any information on that, but he did it on the air. Now, this is what Joe Budden is doing now. Usually, his podcast was free, and you can listen to it on the Apple Podcast literally for free. But now you have to literally go on Patreon to hear it right now on the full podcast. But just want to say, Corey and Rory, y'all should have had ownership. When they negotiated the contract, you should have put on there that I own 5%, that I own 10%. You have to make sure that you put it in writing correctly and make sure that you leaving the table with some type of ownership and with some type of revenue from this podcast. Now, I know that he said they were getting paid. He said they were getting paid a lot. And obviously, what Rory wanted was some more money. And Corey was kind of agreeing with Rory. Now, the last couple of podcasts that they were on, it was a lot of tension. Then they did another podcast. It was only 40-some minutes of them talking. It was tension. So it's the money. But it's the thing. If you're going to do a podcast with your friends, if you're going to sit here and say, hey, I want to do a podcast with you, Joe. We do this podcast. Get a contract and make sure that we are all getting paid the fair share off the table. It was a tweet that I did not get a chance to retweet it, but I saw it. And a person was saying, hey, Joe Budden was talking about the unfairness of a contract and not being treated fairly. And here he is treating his own friends on the podcast unfairly. How much of a coincidence of that? So I'm looking at this with Corey and Rory. Y'all are the blame because y'all should put the paperwork in order. Period. Negotiate that. Just because that's your friend, things go left when it comes to business. Business comes first. I'm going to say it again for the people that are listening. That is what comes first. Everything else comes secondary. You don't need to be sitting here with this, my friend. He would never do this. That'll be the main person that will fire you. That will be the main person that will let you go and laugh in your face. Then Joe Budden said on the short clip that I heard, because I'm not paying for the Patreon to come on and watch a listen to a full podcast. I listened to the small piece of it, and he said that he said if they go and do another podcast, they can't, because I sue the brakes off them. They got to wait a whole year to get to do another podcast. They cannot within a year do another podcast, or unless he is going to sue the pants off of them. It's a hot mess. But let me tell you this. The other two hosts that was on there before Rory and Maul, they came back. They were great. They were interactive. The chemistry was on point. But Rory and Maul wasn't really my cup of tea. Once I saw those other two men that came on there, it was definitely the correct one. It was that was the style. And when I put it on here, let me give me a second. So when I was looking at Rory, I'm like, y'all not the show. Maul, you're not the show. Joe Budden is the show. Period. He is the show. He can replace y'all too. You don't need a lead singer. It was a part of on 5 Heartbeats. The manager came to the record executive, though the record company host, and he was like, listen, I'm going to let you go. He's the lead singer. He's and the other 4 guys are singing up. They can all be replaced. It's because he is the group. He is the 5 Heartbeats. So Joe Budden is the leader. He could always be replaced. Just like Destiny Child. You can always replace those. You can replace a Kelly. You could replace a Michelle, but you cannot replace the leader, which is Beyonce. That's the group. So that's just how this going to roll when it comes to Joe Budden. And Joe Budden is not going to give you more money because then he have to go and get money out of his bag. And that's the situation when it comes to that. And let me say this. I was looking at the podcast, and I was like, Joe Budden, you wrong, because you should pay your friends fairly. You're wrong, because if you was going around crying, talking about how Spotify didn't treat you right, how they didn't give you a right deal, and you hooping and hollering and yelling, popping the vein, being aggressive, and need to get you some therapy or some yoga classes, here you did all that, and to turn around and to slap your own friends in the face and to embarrass them on the air is like you the top dog and they are nothing to you. That's how it sounds. And if I was them, if I was Rory, if I was Maul, I will not return back to that podcast. Now I heard rumors that this is all a stunt to drive the revenue for the show. It could be. So we shall see if they ever return back on and to be on the podcast, let it be known. But let it be clear that the bulk of the podcast now, you have to pay for it on Patreon. You cannot listen to it on free unless they upload it to YouTube. But right now, they got it all uploaded on Patreon, and you cannot listen to the full one like I used to listen to it on my phone. I used to listen to the Joe Budden podcast on my phone, but apparently you cannot listen to it unless you got a podcast. Membership. That is how they got it operated. Okay. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video when y'all come in the room. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video when y'all come in the room. And shout out to the producers that are here, okay? Let me know in the comments, how did Joe Budden do? Do you think that he did a good job? Or you think that his doing that was wrong? Let me know. Is this your last time watching Joe Budden podcast? Or you still going to watch Joe Budden podcast? The majority of people I talked to when I was on Twitter, they said, listen, they still going to listen to Joe Budden because he's the entertainment, he's the show. They say they don't like what happened to the co-host, but it's business. And that's why I tell people, get a contract. If I ever do a deal with somebody and we doing a show and it pop, let's get some paperwork. Let's make sure that it's protected so our friendship is protected. A lot of friends don't last long because they get in business and they don't have their paperwork in order. The business got to come first. Period. Gotta come first. Okay. Some people say they don't believe it. Who knows? It could all be a scam. He could be just scamming us for a click of the view. But I'm here for it. He could just be scamming us for a click of the view. All right, let's talk about Nicki Minaj. So she is returning. So she posted a video of her in her car, and beautiful car, by the way. I don't know what kind of car was it. What kind of car that she was pulling up in. It was a nice car, and she was driving up, and she was playing some music in the back, and I was like, oh, okay, this is lit. She pulling out. Is that a Range Rover? What is that? Is that a Range Rover she pulled up in? I don't know what she pulled up in. And she had a pink watch. It was nice and very expensive, by the way, because she said it's like 4 in the world. It's like only 8 in the world. So she up there rocking it, had her husband in the passenger seat, and she was driving. Okay, we already know she controlled her husband because he in the passenger seat. So she probably run that relationship. But I'm here for them. I am here for Nicki returning back. I'm here. I'm really, really here for it. If she don't want to retire, that's good. So if she still want to come out here and the people still want to hear your music, still do what you got to do. If you still want to do that, you can still do what you got to do. Okay. All right. You could just, if you still would say, hey, I still want to rap. I don't want to give it up too yet quick. I still want to get up on here and still crump my bars. Even though I'm 38, 39 years old, about to hit 40, I'm still going to rap and everything like that. And ain't nobody going to tell me otherwise. Because if Beyonce still can dance in her mid-30s, Tina Turner still was able to do what she was able to do, and so can I. So I know I ain't listen to no Wiley telling me to retire. I'm going to still do what I got to do. And I'm okay with that. I think that's okay. If she still want to do it, I'm okay with it. Yes, I will be watching Friday because I heard on the Breakfast Club that they were saying that she might do a song with DJ Khaled. Might do a song with Drake. That it might be some collaboration with that since they get along. So we shall see how is this collaboration going to work. We're definitely going to see it, and I want to see, is she going to be making her money and pushing through with hits? Because that is what we want. We want some club bangers about, for this time, because every time was club bang. We want to see some choreography. We want to see some production, just like these other women, like the Cardis and the Megans. They gave us production. They gave us choreography. That is what we wanted to see. That is what we need to see from Nicki. We don't need to see her being lazy, just standing around, giving a couple of bras, looking pretty with nice hair and some pink crops. We want to actually see her spit bars and also come out and give us production, give us choreography and her dancing, and really let us know that she is still the queen, to remind us that I was been in this business for 10 plus years, and yet I am still going to be out here and do great when it comes to this music. Okay, so definitely she's going to do that. So we shall see how that's going to operate, how she's going to turn out on Friday. Yes, I got my notification on Friday, even though I got to fly somewhere on Friday. And also, but I'm still going to make sure that I check her out. Tomorrow, she says she's going to be live and that she's going to go live tomorrow. So we shall see how that is going to be tomorrow. Because she said tomorrow, I'm going live. Okay, we shall see how that's going to go. Okay. So we want to see how she's going to operate. All right. How long I've been live? Let me see how long I've been live. I don't see the timer. Do y'all know how long I've been live? Give me a second. I don't see the timer on here. Okay. I don't see how long we've been live on here. Give me a second. I think we've been live on here for about 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to open up these phone lines. If anybody want to call in, I'm going to open up the phone lines and I'm going to allow y'all to call in to speak on the matter. So if y'all want to call in, I'll allow y'all to call in at 646-716-8447. Give me a second to pull it up, and I will allow you all to call in on the show. And make sure you all subscribe and also thumbs up. Give me a second for I open up these phone lines, and I'm allow you all to call in if you are free to call in. Yes. Y'all, I had to buy some new jeans, and when I tell you them jeans was like really, I don't know what kind of waist size that was. I think it was like a 38 in the waist, and the length was like 32. I think it was like a 38 and a 32. So I got to lose some weight because I'm like, woo. And I went to big and tall, but I was able to get them, though, so I could look good. So I said, let me go ahead and get this so I can go ahead and look good. Give me a second while I open up these phone lines. Okay, 646-716-8447. You can put it on. You can call in free. It is free to do, and you can call in live. That's the number. Okay. If you want to call in. And what you think about the return of Nicki? I think it would be great for the culture. That is the number. All right, so we can't be on here too long because I got to go to the gym. Because the barb said I need to lose some weight. That's what the barb said I need to do. They said, you need to lose some weight. You need to lose some weight. That's what they were telling me, y'all. They were telling me that all down in the chat, all in my DMs, all on my Twitter, all on my Snapchat. And I said, hey, I'm going to be working out and burning these pounds to some Nicki, and I'm going to burn some pounds to some Megan, to some Cardi, to some Missy Elliott, to whomever that is out there. That's exactly how I'm going to do when it come out like that, okay? All right? So if she don't want to retire, she don't have to retire because she grown at the end of the day.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3,
all right? Give me a second.
2,
let me see
1.
if call in. Okay. 646-716-8447. That is the number. Oh, okay. Had that up too loud. All right. 1753, call you on air.
Hello, Wiley. How are you?
Hey.
Good. I hope you're feeling well. I know you took the second shot of, I believe it's Pfizer, you said? So
no, Moderna. I took the second shot of Moderna.
I'm sorry. I know you took the Moderna shot. I just hope your arm is feeling better.
It's still sore.
Oh, all right, but you don't have like a lot of the other, side effects that other people talk about that they had. So I feel like you're going to be fine.
Yeah, thank you.
So I do just want to talk about the young man who punched the 77-year-old. It's really unfortunate that his life was cut short. I do understand, people get very upset or feel very disrespected with, other people of other races using the N-word. However, we still have to make sure that we control our emotions because we know that the justice system is unfair to people like us, okay? We know that there's a lot of police officers who got away with shooting, shooting black women and black men by mistake, and they get away with it, not even a slap on the wrist. For us, that wouldn't happen. So it's very unfortunate. However, somebody lost their life, so he has to pay for repercussions. When it comes to Porsha, I don't think Porsha learned. Like, she hasn't learned her lesson. She didn't learn with Cordell, and she didn't learn with Dennis, okay? Like, at the end of the day, when she married Cordell and she got divorced, he left her with nothing. She didn't get any benefits, okay? Same with Dennis. She got pregnant, okay? And he gave her a hush ring, okay? They never made it to the altar. So I don't understand why she thinks Simon is going to make it to the altar with her now. Okay? I understand she wants the bag. Understood, but the only way for you to get the bag is so you can secure yourself and get married so you can get half of someone's benefits. Not be a side chick or be like, a fiance all your life. All right? Even right now, more information came out about their settlement, and Simon is like only willing to pay her $253,000 of his $40 million. On top of that, that's his money, no one else's. Okay? So if she gets pregnant, I understand she has a bag. The bag will only be for 18 years. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure Simon has a lot of other kids in America and back home where he's from. Also, he owns like a petroleum company. Okay? So he has more than $40 million, I believe.
Wow.
Okay? He owns oil and something else. I was looking his name up to see, like, what was everybody going all crazy over. I mean, he's not cute, but any man with money is cute, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Whoever got that bag. Whoever got that bag.
I mean, she can get the bag. Just make sure he takes her to the altar, okay? Because having a kid is not going to do anything. That lasts for, 18 to 21 years?
But I think they're going to get married, though. I think they're going to get married. Yeah, I honestly believe they're going to get married.
You think so?
Absolutely. She's going to make sure she tie down with that. Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, because she could have married Dennis, but that never happened.
Okay, but I think she's going to marry this guy because Africans like to get married. I'm going to tell you that. They're not going to waste their time unless they put a ring on it.
I mean, I guess Porsha would be his fourth wife, but we'll see. I'll be waiting in the bushes to see what happens. And what you said earlier about making a contract is very, very, very serious and honest. Do you remember why you asking all them questions about Emmanuel and Philip Hudson? They even had a dispute, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Philip took all the proceeds from the YouTube channel, right? That's the time when people didn't really know about YouTube and they were up and coming. And even they don't even talk to this day, and they still have beef, right? Because there was no contract dividing the funds.
Oh no, that was spoken reasons. That was spoken reasons with the video. Because I think Emmanuel, they still get along. Emmanuel and that other guy, I can't think of his name, but I know with spoken reasons they had fell out with asking all them questions. Money was made, millions made, and I think Emmanuel didn't get no money from it.
Right, but weren't they friends? And they didn't even come out with any any contract or anything like that. So money does change people. We could be cool today, but if we had a YouTube channel and you blow up, I want money too.
Facts. I want money too, and I want it now.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yes. I'm gonna go to the next. Okay. I'm gonna go to the next call. Okay. All right.
All right, Wiley. Take care.
All right. You too. Bye bye. I want the money and I want it now. Okay. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello. Hey, Wally. How you doing?
Hey.
Hi. Yeah. I wanted to address you with the young man that knocked out the 70-year-old man or however old he was, white man, whatever he was. They called the little black kid the N-word. I don't think his intentions, nobody's intentions when we strike back and hit someone out of anger, or the intentions wasn't to kill him, or nothing like that, or probably not to hit him that hard. It's just that black people came to the point in our life where we just so fed up. I know he should have thought about it or whatever else, but at this point in time, this day and time, ain't nobody really thinking. You see what I'm saying?
Well, he should have thought. He should have thought about that because that man died, so he gonna serve time. Should have thought about it.
Well, hold on. I understand. Wait a minute. I'm not saying that, Wally. I'm understanding what you're saying. Wait a minute. Hear me out. But what I'm saying is that none of our intentions is to hit someone and kill them, no matter what the skin color is. But then too, they got to learn their place too. Because if it was the other way around, they wouldn't be booking that white man on no charge. Come on now, let's keep it realistic, Wally. That's all I'm saying.
The man died. The man died. You shouldn't hit nobody if they call you the N-word. You stupid. You stupid. You stupid if you do that. You stupid if you do that. If somebody call you the N-word and you hit somebody, that's stupid. That is stupid behavior.
You're not hearing me, Wally. You're not hearing me out.
I'm hearing you, but I disagree with that.
I'm not agreeing with the boy doing what he done. I'm not agreeing to what he done. I'm not. If you let me talk, I called into your show respectfully. Can you please hear me out? That's all I'm asking you to do. It's going to make sense when I get finished. But only thing I'm saying, I'm not agreeing to what he's done. I've been saying that for the longest. I'm not agreeing to what he's done. I'm not saying cheering it on. I'm saying if it was the other way around, he wouldn't be, if he was white, it would be something totally different is what I'm saying. And then on the thing about the female getting married or whatever else to this guy or whatever else, and you saying, she's going to get married. I don't. Sometimes it seems like you have your good days and bad days, Wally. I believe that you are
every day above ground is a good day. Everything else. Let me tell you something. Since you want to call into this show and do all that, you ain't gonna finish doing it. I'm nobody B-word, ma'am. You're aggressive. You call into the show and you want to be disrespectful. Now you can't say nothing. Goodbye. Let's go to the next caller. 7441. Caller, you're live on the air.
You're Uncle Tom and an 80s patient.
Go ahead, Uncle Tom. All right, go ahead. That's stupid. That's a stupid read. But anywho, 4903 caller, you're there. 4903.
So the problem. So I just want to see, how is it a problem that Nicki's making music now when nobody comes for Beyonce, when Beyonce been making music since she was 16 or her early teens? Now that Nicki's coming back and it's her time to shine now. She gave to, when Nicki was coming out, Nicki had to go by herself. Why is it now that the new girl is not at her level now? She's selfish and she needs to retire now, that the girl is not up to her standards, up to her level, up to her talent.
Well, listen, if she still want to do music, let her do music. If she so, and I hope that it sell. You know what I'm saying? I hope it, be up to the same level that Cardi B, because Cardi B was pushing with the numbers, #1 hits. You know what I'm saying? Really, really pushing it. Even Megan didn't even sell that well.
But then again, Cardi B had to pay for her music to get on the radio though.
No, who told you that? That's a lie.
Never had to
That's
pay.
a lie. What proof do you have that she?
Out of her own mouth.
She did not say that out her own mouth, ma'am. She did not say that out her own mouth that she paid the radio station. Please send me the receipt on that. Send me the receipt on that.
You can watch her live. She said herself on her live. She said that she had to pay for her music to be rolled on radio.
Send me the receipt. She ain't paying nobody to push her records. She have a massive platform, massive Instagram, high engagement.
She had the platform off for the back of being on Love and Hip Hop. Nicki never had a platform for being off of Love and Hip Hop, though. Let's be for real. Cardi only had a platform because of the back of Love and Hip Hop and how she acted on Love and Hip Hop. Nicki never had none of that. So you can't compare Nicki and Cardi because they're on two different levels, lyrically and mentally.
Okay.
Cardi had to come up off of Love and Hip Hop. And when she was on Love and Hip Hop, was any of her music getting played? No, not really.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. And we shall see how it's going to operate for this Friday. Let's see how the sale is going to be for Nicki Minaj. All right. Anything else you want to say, ma'am? All right. Okay, we're going to go to the next caller. Okay, we got about 20 callers in here. I'm going to just answer 3 more and we got to go. All right, 9867, call you on air.
Hello, Wally and Pat. This is the voice from New York. Hey, Wally. I just wanted to just touch on a couple of things. One, if you call into the Wiley Show, please be respectful to Wally, the host. You don't have to be derogatory to him. You can agree to disagree, and this should be a healthy discussion. Wally, I see you like to tiptoe behind the Nicki Minaj stuff. I see you backpedaling what you were saying before, say, oh, yeah, that's good. She's cut out with some music and things of that nature. You stand 10 toes down, Wally. You had your opinion, and then now you backpedaling today. But I see it. Another thing with the Joe Budden podcast, you don't mess business with pleasure. And I feel like what happened with Rory and Wall should not have happened at all, because a lot of things Joe Budden didn't do, right? Like, Joe Budden gave up that Spotify contract, and Rory wanted to know what was the specs of the contract, and he didn't let them know, right? Like, you can't, like, they helped build his platform, and now he basically duped you on them, which is hella disrespectful. Rory wanted to get paid from YouTube. Joe said no, right? Joe called Rory entitled for wanting to know the basic of his business. But this is the problem. See, they didn't read the finer lines in the contract. Anytime you get a contract, okay, except for if it's student loans, because you already know what you're signing for. Pay my money back or you're going to get to collections, right? Any other contract you need to read, and if you don't understand, highlight it, ask questions, or get a lawyer involved. They should get percentage of Joe Budden podcast because they helped him build the Joe Budden podcast. And in the beginning, it says Rory and more, right? But they took it as, we good, we friends, this will never happen. Nah. This is like divorce court. You may love the person now, but when you hate that person, people want to make sure they get their bread. So this is one thing I think they messed up on. And then to be embarrassed, to say you're fired, hella disrespectful from Joe. And then they can't even make another podcast for a year later? That's mad wild crazy. What they did to Joe in the system, you know, how Joe was talking about the Spotify deal, blah, blah, blah. That's the same thing that Joe is doing to to his colleagues, or basically his friends. And look at this. If he treat his friends that way, can you imagine those who aren't his friend, how grimy he is? Like, and honestly, Charlamagne definitely called it out. He said it. If your name is not on anything, like, you got to negotiate before you move forward. And if it takes you a while to build your own business, then so be it. And last thing, Wally, you mentioned about the little boy, not little boy, but the guy who got punched in the face, right? You said with the N-word or whatever.
He was a 77-year-old. He was a 77-year-old man that got punched in the face and died a couple of days later.
Yes. So, you know, I feel like sometimes you have to take a step back when it comes to your temper. Now, I know, like, there's a lot of people that gets very overwhelmed with these racial slurs, right? But sometimes you got to look at what will be, like, you're black, right? So you can't do what these white folks do. And honestly, I'm never someone who gets angry if someone calls me something and I want to retaliate with some type of physicality. It's never that deep to me because I know the repercussions will be even greater. Now, I know when you up in the moment and you just mad, sometimes you don't know, you're not thinking clearly. And that's when it's a poor judgment call that's unfortunately going to come with serious consequences, right? Because now he punched an elderly man because he was being harassed, who unfortunately died, right? So now if the older man had survived, it wouldn't be manslaughter, but he ended up dying. Now, it could have been so many other complications prior to, but they're going to use, because he punched him, that's why he died. And now this young man's life is over, although Florida has a stand your ground law. So hopefully he can have a lawyer that can utilize that, right? Because that's what they use for us. Remember when Trayvon Martin and unfortunately died? They use the stand your ground. So hopefully that can work. But you know how laws work. They don't really work for us as much as work for everyone else.
It ain't going to work for him. That ain't going to work for him at all. The jury
it's not going to work for him.
I don't think it's going to work for him with that.
Because, and you know Florida is like a backward state anyway, right? So there's a lot of loopholes in that. But I do agree, Wiley, like sometimes you got to take the high road when it comes to these racial slurs because honestly they're just words and I'll just, retaliate back with my words or call the police and then get that documented. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't lose yourself because once you lose yourself and you do the wrong mistake, it's a wrap. Because now he's going to be thinking like, was it worth it?
All right. Thank you so very much.
Worth it?
Thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome, Wally, and thank you for the show. And I like your haircut today.
Thank you.
Looking very fresh with the haircut.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a great night.
All right, great night. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hi, Wally.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing good.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Okay. Yes. I just wanted to say that. Take your meds, you faggot bitch.
Okay, go on to the next caller. 2102, caller, you're on the air.
Tasha K's bitch.
Okay. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Can you turn me down the back so I can hear you only? Go ahead.
Oh, hello. Okay. So what? This has been a crazy week for one. But what is? Why are these grown people so butthurt over a celebrity? I'm just racking my brain trying to figure out what is. It's not computing to me. It's like, okay, you initially said Nicki Minaj needs to retire. She does need to retire. I mean, so is a lot of other celebrities. I mean, she's no different than any other celebrity that needs to retire. I mean, she's been ghosting her fans for a month, and now they're all excited because she said this Friday. I mean, she could be releasing a turd this Friday. We don't know. But overall, she needs to retire. She's washed up. She needs to wash them dirty pillows. She needs to wash them dirty pillows. I can't even get it out. I'm gonna hang up. But yeah, she needs to retire and let some other. I mean, there's so many dolls, Asian dolls, Cuban dolls, everybody. I mean, just let one of them, take the rings, sit your butt down, your plastic butt, sit down. No one cares. That's all I want to say.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, we got a lot of calls. I'm going to take 2 more. 8296, calling on the air. 8296.
Hello.
Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wally, what's going on?
Turn me down the back because I hear something playing.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on? So I just want to say to the last caller, she sound dumb as shit because Nicki was not ghosting none of her fans and shit. She got a whole baby that she, have to be there for. So at the end of the day, I don't feel like what the last caller said was accurate. And then, Wiley, I do fuck with you, bro. But can you stop being wishy-washy, bro? 1 minute you was for Nicki, and now the next you just totally switching up. Like, that shit fake, bro.
These celebrities, none of these people pay my bills, so I can do what I want, just like you can do what you want.
Correct. But as you being a content creator, correct? And if you're going to paint a narrative about somebody, just paint it. If that's how you feel, then stand on it.
I stand on it. But if she don't want to retire, she don't have to. It's her life. Again, did I take down the video? No, it's still up. So if you want to see part 1 and part 2, go watch it. But again, it's her life. I gave an opinion and I stuck with it. But I also said if she don't want to retire, it's her business. It's her business. Okay? And I gave my opinion about her business because she's a public figure. And it's nothing, nobody can change that. It is what it is.
Right. And that's correct. But just know that Cardi B most definitely used payola. She paid $60K for her shit to be turned on the radio.
Listen, where the evidence that she paid $60K to do that? Cardi B did not pay $60,000 to get her music played.
She said it. She said it. Like, what else you want me to say, Wiley? Like I said, I respect you, so I'm not really trying to disrespect you. But
let's just say if she paid $60K, how much did Nicki Minaj pay?
Nicki wasn't getting radio play.
So she ain't getting radio because she ain't paid. Oh, because she ain't paid. Oh, okay.
She was getting blackballed.
Okay.
She did not pay.
Okay, she was getting blackballed. Okay. Why? Because of her attitude?
She's paying the constantly. Streams don't count. When she get pure sales, then she can holler at the bars. But other than that, streams don't count, bro. Nicki made streams count, actually, if we're going to be fucking funny. She made the shit count. She went to fucking back for this shit. So Cardi B needs to be grateful.
Cardi B is very grateful and very rich and very successful. Grammys, #1 hits.
How is she?
Real estate deals that she have houses and stuff like that.
She's throwing shoes at women. She's calling dead people child's monkeys.
Again,
and shit. Like,
she did that in her past. She's young. She made mistakes. Every young person has said something stupid. So you never said nothing stupid in your life? Never. You never made a mistake? Oh, you perfect.
You say stupid shit in your life.
We all have done it.
Stupid shit in their life,
we all have done it.
When you say that I wish that your mother would catch AIDS or that your dead fucking child is a monkey,
right?
That's not okay.
But again, she made a mistake and she apologized for the mistakes that she made. Let's move forward to now. She have been apologized for all of those things, and she gonna keep on apologizing and keep on being successful for what she does. 0676, calling you on air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Wiley.
Hey.
Wiley.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she was like, "This is crazy because you really got the barbs wired up." And I personally, you know what I'm saying, I didn't call to like bash nothing, but I did have an opinion.
Yes.
I do have an opinion, and it's like really, it's an educated opinion. As far as like, yes, and I'm going to speak on Nicki Minaj, which is not her, but you lucky you haven't met the Beehive. You think the bars or something. If you was talking about Beyonce, the Beehive, every celebrity has a every major celebrity has a fan group. And if you was talking like this about Beyonce, the Beehive come for you. Ariana Grande, Rihanna, Justin Bieber, anybody, okay? But you didn't just give your opinion. You really, like, criticized the woman. You talked about her body, talked about her, she need to sit down and take care of her son, her husband, and his previous stuff he got going on. Like, if you were just speaking on her music and how you thought her music was trash or how you thought she needed to retire, stuff like that, but the fact that you just, like, steady praising Cardi and just like this and Nicki, I think that's what got the bar so riled up. And like I said, it'll be the same way if you came for anybody that's got a major fan base, you know. But, you know, I grew up in the Nicki Minaj era. Like, Nicki was like the person that just kept on. She got like 10 BET awards back to back to back. I got tired of seeing, I stopped watching the BET awards. But Nicki is a great artist, and her bars are just crazy. It's the fact that she has bars. Like, she don't just have to rap about her P-U-S-S-Y or, you know what I'm saying, like nothing sexual. The lady got bars. And she make you think with her music. Like, she got bars. The woman is very, very talented. And I think that anything she do, yeah, people gonna really be into it. Like, people went back and start buying pink Crocs. Like, this lady literally broke the internet in one day. Like, but I just think that was a little bit critical about what you said, and I just think you're wrong. And I don't think she's taking no shine from people. Like, yeah, she had her fans on standstill, but guess what? Everybody's sitting there waiting. Like, you gotta be a very major person to ride that type of wave. This woman was just trending. Like, she just trending after months of not being. And these new female artists, they had plenty of time to get their music out. She been gone. She been on hiatus. She been giving them time to shine. That's not selfish. The lady ain't made no live or nothing. She just been chilling. And people just steady keep coming for her in a negative light. But I just think that was really just messed up by what you was just saying. Like, you didn't even keep it about the music. And the fact she needed to retire, you just had to go all in and try to be cute with it. And I think that's why the bar is coming for you. But, yeah, definitely. She ain't the only one, but that's all I kind of say, though.
Okay.
But, yeah,
thank you so much. Peace. Okay.
Right.
Wow. I'm trying to get through these callers, y'all. All right, if you already called in, don't call back in, because if you called in already, I'm going to boot you off because we just want new callers, okay? Anonymous, you live on the air.
Yes, is that me?
Yes.
Okay, listen, I just wanted to say, first off, one time for the B sector, Wiley, you got these people riled up. I love it. Listen, in regards to Nicki Minaj, I'm not a fan of Nicki, nor am I a fan of Cardi. Cardi to me is just like basically she's a studio artist. As she's rapping, you can hear that she's reading it. She's rapping over the track. It's just not a good fit. However, she has banging beats and she has a personality. So that's all it takes nowadays to become a big time artist. Whereas Nicki Minaj is a lyricist. I just never have been a fan of Nicki Minaj. Both of them, coming from being an old rapper, both of them should rap as long as they can. Guys do it, but when females get to be a certain age, you guys want to retire us like an old horse. I don't think it's fair. Until she runs out of breath like I am right now trying to talk and run at the same time, and she can't perform on stage anymore, then she should be able to continue to perform as long as she wants to. So I just think, just tell anyone that they should retire just because they haven't been out or whatever, that's not fair, but, you know, it is what it is.
All right. Thank you so much.
Basically, that's all I had to say.
Well, we thank you so much for calling in. The number is 646-716. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Payola. Payola exists, Wiley. Payola exists if it's not from an independent label, it's from the major labels. I've been on both. I've been on Atlantic. I've been on BMG. I've been on Luke. I've been on several ones all throughout Miami. Yes, everyone pays to get spun. Everyone. And it's harder now because they have the barcodes. But yes, they would pay those radio jocks to have your songs added. And yes, once you got the buzz, people then start to call in and request your record. But in order to make that record hot, people did pay. And that was way back then, and they're still doing it now. So that's true.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
No problem. Bye.
All right. Okay, the number is 646-716-8447. Go on to the next caller. 5840, live on air.
Hey, I'm not going to stay on the phone long because I'm outside, so I don't want to get too noisy. But, guys, back in the days, there was such a thing called promotion, street team. Okay, so if you have the budget for promotion, why not pay the DJs to promote your music? It's called Promotion 101. Am I wrong? I'm confused.
Right, you're right.
Isn't there such thing called promotion? When TMZ, TRL, people had signs holding up in the crowd promoting that album. It's called promotion. Nicki, if you're listening, Cardi B, if you're listening, pay me to promote your shit. And I'm going to promote it to the fullest.
Yes, me too.
It's called Promo 101, promote.
Me too.
I remember people wearing T-shirts, walking around to TRL, like, promoting. It's called promotion. You have the budget. Promote it.
Facts. All right. Thank you so very much.
Go back in the bushes and Wiley, be good, but we love you no matter what. I'm a Wiley fan no matter what.
Thank you so much for calling in, Icon.
No
from New
problem.
York. Thank you. Peace.
Right.
All right. That was lit. Oh, God. The number is 646-716-8447. That is the number. 646-716-8447 is the number. Let's go to the next caller. 9562. You live on the air. 9562. I'm sorry, 9582.
First of all, how you doing?
Hey.
Second of all, how you doing? Third of all, you a hater.
Okay. There you go. Okay, y'all. We had too many callers in here. All right. So thank you all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. Make sure y'all thumbs up and make sure y'all comment and subscribe. Shout out to all the new producers that came through the chat. I want to say thank y'all so very much. Okay. I want to say shout out to Nicki and shout out to Joe Budden for all the stuff that he have been doing. So we should see the continuation of this on Station Head. I want to drop the link really quickly on Station Head so we can get into that for about 30 minutes. We're going to do a 30-minute show on Station Head really quickly, and we're going to do the after show over there. So all of the people that called in wasn't able to speak on it and want to drag me, you have to come on my Station Head show that we're going to do an after show over there on Station Head. Okay, give me a second really quickly while I get these phone lines. Get the Station Head thing together. Okay. All right. All right. Give me a second. The number is for that is no number. You just click on the link and you will be able to do it. So I'm going to post the link right quickly. I'm going to pin it in the chat so you all can see it. We're going to do the after show right over there on Station Head, okay? And send your requests. Anybody that's a Nicki Minaj fan that want her music played on Station Head, just send a request and we will put it on there so you all can get into that. All right. I want to say shout out to that. And also, we will add it to the text list. So if you're on there, we will add it to the text list as well. So give me a second. I don't think I sent a notification that I was live over here. I don't think I did. Did I? If I did, my apologies. Usually I send this out. So if I didn't get a chance to send it out, I will send it out for Station Head. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. No, I didn't send it out for today, but I will send the Station Head one out on there live on Station Head. Okay, give me a second. I want to say shout out to that, and make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Wiley Show, and you can DM me if you're looking for sponsorships. Email me at wileyshow@gmail.com. So peace out. I will see y'all all on Station Head. Bye.